are profiting from it. Elon Musk presented his new project, in which he has already invested more than $3 billion. Musk's new project opens up great investment opportunities for British citizens. No project has ever given such opportunities to residents of the country.
Did you just see that? That right there was not a real video. That right there was Martin S. Lewis, some reporter talking about this new invention, this new app that Elon Musk is coming out with that's going to help the people. But that was actually a deep fake. Martin S. Lewis just posted in his Twitter that, hey, this is not real. This is not me. And I wanted to talk more about the power of AI. Now we hear everything coming out now, how AI is just so good with ChatGPT and everything, but it's not used in the most ethical sense. Where we see right here with Martin Lewis that this is spread out against audiences, and it seems really real. Like, I cannot personally tell that like this isn't him. I'm not even like somebody who comes from his audience base, so if this is just spread out like on a news statement or a press release somewhere, it's definitely circulating around Twitter or Instagram or TikTok, I wouldn't be able to tell that wasn't him. And so he was talking about stuff that wasn't too crazy at this point in time. Like, there's definitely been worse things. If you ever seen that 11 Labs with like the Obi-Wan Kenobi and Luke Skywalker when they're having that banter, which is crazy.
Luke, did I ever tell you about Ahsoka Tano? She was your father's exotic teenage alien apprentice, a fine piece of jailbait from a more civilized age. She had the tightest body and the perkiest little breasts in the galaxy, barely legal in most systems.
That right there didn't even seem that far-fetched. It even matched his face, his lips, his movements, and it gave him his accent, which is absolutely insane. But I think what we're going to see more and more is that deepfake's not always used for the most ethical purposes, and what that may mean for AI. OpenAI, which is the people who actually made ChatGPT, actually had a sitting hearing here in the US, and what they were talking about doing was actually regulating a lot of this AI stuff, like maybe creating like a committee or an organization or an agency that oversees like AI research and like license out grants, just because of those things, which could be kind of scary for the growth of AI and how it's open source, and maybe it'll be more privatized just because they may not want it to go run rampant, which may affect us as a whole. I don't know, but like just seeing this video clip right there and seeing that, like, that's crazy. And like, I know not only that, they also have other things. Like, I'm pretty sure you hear these Trump and Biden banter going back and forth, like right here.
And speaking of being bigly and tremendous, no Liam 3548, Biden is not fake news. He's real life proof that if someone with severe mental decline can run for president, then literally anyone can do it. But let me tell you something, chat. Nobody beats me in building or negotiations because I am simply the best at everything I do. So keep talking your smack.
You couldn't make a deal with a fucking vending machine. And Chacky 13,200? What the fuck is wrong with you? Metal Gear Solid? That shit hasn't been relevant since fucking 1990. You're like a goddamn dinosaur trying to keep up with the times.
Or you see them going back and forth and talking about like, oh, hey, you know, Joe Biden, you're stupid, or Trump, you're lame, or fake news. But it's funny now, but like, it's reasonable to know that like, hey, if they can do it with this, they can do it with other things. And so I'm not sure how to protect the American people from this, or even just people around the world. I think what's going to happen is that we got to use AI tools to beat AI tools, where there's already things that are using for like text or like essays to be written, because I know they already have like plagiarism checkers like from like before AI to make sure that you're not just copying and pasting different material into like a new assignment so you can get a grade. They also have things that can check AI, right? Can check to see if your essay is AI generated, to make sure that everybody's not, I can't even know, like, is that even plagiarism? I don't even know if that's even plagiarism. But the fact that like they're now having stuff like that, I think you also have to find out other means. Like 11 Labs actually came out with a tool that you can run their audio or audio clip through their 11 Labs tool, and it'll tell you if this is 11 Labs AI audio. And they want to work together with more people in order to ensure that this is not, you know, AI, and making sure that they're letting people know that this is 11 Labs audio. So that gives to the point where it's like AI could be dangerous, especially next year for in the US, where we have election season for our president. And it could be a lot of people who are bad actors doing these deep fakes, like you see here with the, Joe Biden and everything, and Obama, or even Trump. I think there's even like live streams dedicated towards it. And if you want me to like get into it and maybe show you how to do like a deep fake, 'cause I think there's like 24-hour streams with like Seinfeld and Simpsons episode, all AI generated. So if you want to see more about that, and like let me show you maybe a project that we can do here on the channel that we can put together to bring out to the public, just to see like as like how AI could be used for these type of purposes and how it affects the media, some type of like social study program or something like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. But I just wanted to come in and report that and show you that like, hey, AI is getting scary, and then like since it's free and open source, which I'm all for, it still can be used for other purposes. And so some of these tools should also be able to be de-anonymized to some extent, maybe not knowing who the user is behind it, but being able to know that this is fake. Just like how you go to a movie and like you see some like the Flash running at like a light speed or breaking the timelines, like that's fake. I think it's only fair for you to also know that this is fake as well, this AI stuff, and so it's not spread out there and like harming people or whatever. But it's definitely interesting. But let me know if you want me to like talk more about some of the other news that's happening in AI, some of the more nefarious stuff that's happening, as well as maybe even do some projects around AI and like releasing it to the public, hosting it on its own channel or live streams to see how that actually does and how it affects everything. Maybe a good case study. But with that being said, your boy Dex Not Dexter out.